14 June 2025. A normal summer morning in Ahmedabad. Dozens of passengers walked through the airport with dreams, plans, and destinations. Among them were students, families, tourists, and workers traveling to London. No one knew that within minutes the world would witness one of the most shocking tragedies in modern aviation. This is the complete story of Air India Flight 171, a story of courage, confusion, and 32 seconds that changed everything. Flight 171 was a scheduled passenger flight from Ahmedabad to London Gatwick. The aircraft was a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, known for its safety, efficiency, and modern engineering. The crew was experienced, passengers were relaxed, weather conditions were clear. Everything appeared normal. Nothing looked unusual. Nothing suggested danger. Boarding began smoothly. Some passengers talked to their families over video calls. Some were tired after long domestic travel. Some were excited to travel abroad. A young student traveling internationally for the first time. An elderly couple visiting their children in London. Parents with little children promising them a comfortable journey. Inside the cockpit, the pilots performed their routine checks. Fuel levels were normal. Instruments were stable. Weather was calm. A completely routine takeoff was expected. At 6:22 a.m., the airplane taxied towards the runway. The control tower cleared them for takeoff. The engines increased power. The aircraft accelerated forward. The nose lifted. And Flight 171 entered the sky. But seconds after takeoff, something felt different. The aircraft's climb was slower than expected. The engines were not giving full thrust. The climb rate was unstable. One of the pilots said softly, "Something isn't right." And the other pilot responded with words that confused investigators later. "I didn't do it." These words added mystery to the tragedy that followed. Both engines began losing power. A double-engine failure during takeoff is one of the rarest events in aviation. Warning lights illuminated the cockpit. Alarms echoed through the controls. The Dreamliner started descending, even though it had just taken off. Investigators were shocked to learn that the engine fuel control switches moved from run to cutoff soon after takeoff. This should not happen under any circumstances. No training, no procedure, and no checklist requires touching these switches during takeoff. The pilots declared an emergency. They said, "Mayday, mayday, mayday. We have lost both engines." Air traffic controllers immediately realized the gravity of the situation. A powerless aircraft, barely above the ground, had almost no chance to recover. Without thrust and without altitude, the aircraft could not remain in the air. The pilots attempted to glide forward, trying to avoid populated areas. But the aircraft was too low, too heavy, too damaged to regain lift. Within seconds, Flight 171 crashed into the top of a medical college hostel building. The aircraft broke apart. A massive fire erupted. Debris scattered across the area. The tragedy happened almost instantly. Among all on board, only one person survived. The rest of the passengers and crew were lost. The flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder were recovered within hours. The data shocked investigators. Both fuel control switches had moved to the cutoff position right after takeoff. But the biggest question remained: who moved them? Why did they move? Was it accidental? Was it mechanical? Was it electrical? Was it a software malfunction? The cockpit voice recording added more mystery. One pilot said, "I didn't do it." This raised more questions than answers. Experts could not point to pilot error. They could not confirm a technical failure. The truth remained unclear. Even today, investigation teams continue to analyze the data. Experts are divided. Some point to mechanical malfunction. Some suspect electrical or software issues. Some believe the switches were triggered unintentionally. No conclusion is final. No answer is confirmed. Families continue to wait for the truth. Flight 171 was in the air for only 32 seconds, but its impact will last for years. This story is a tribute to every life lost, a tribute to every family affected, a tribute to the courage of rescue workers, and a reminder that aviation safety must continue to improve. May the souls of the victims rest in peace, and may the truth, one day, finally come to light.